Greetings, I'm Stevie C, and this is my Building a Cow Farm series on Goldcrest Valley. If you're looking for the first episode of this, then you might struggle to find it. It was hidden away in the first attempt at a different episode that I was looking to do, and that was my Erlingrat save, which is a 1 day to sell all the stuff sort of challenge. And so if you go to the a brand new challenge, and then you've got 2 episodes that are exactly the same number, and it's because I had 2 attempts at it, and the first attempt was a failed attempt, which eventually very quickly became this series. So that's where you'll find the first one if you ever want to go and catch up with what's gone on so far. But the breaking news is that we actually have some cows, and I may have cheated a little bit and got myself some TMR ready made, because I'm still trying to work out how to do it. So that's what today's going to be all about. But I'm just sort of getting together what I think are the ingredients for total mixed rations, and so we're baling up some hay as we speak. I have a little bit of silage. Whatever we do, I'm not going to be able to make much at the moment, but this is just a learning curve for me, if you like. So that's what I'm doing now, is I'm going to bale this hay. I've got, like I say, a few silage bales, not many. I've got this field growing, which will ultimately be my stockpile. What I'll probably do is do, like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know how much we need of each, so I've still got to research all that. So what I'll probably end up doing is one time we'll do hay in the field, and then the next time we'll do silage, and just rotate it like that. It's probably the first time I've ever done silage, and that it's not just for the profit of selling the silage. So yeah, it's just going to be interesting, really. But you're very welcome to join me on this journey, which is just to see if I can do it and try and get my head around what it takes to breed cows on Farming Simulator. I've done chickens. I wouldn't profess to be an expert at chickens, but especially when they go and throw different things in on different maps, like the cracked corn on East Vinelands, and I didn't like that, to be honest, because I have to say that I owned chickens in real life, and I have never had as much trouble trying to keep those things happy as I did the ones on East Vineland. They were horrendous. I could not keep them happy for love nor money, and so eggs weren't very plentiful, and they didn't breed very often, and when they did, they got to 500 very quickly, and I couldn't then afford to feed them because of how expensive the cracked corn was. So, and I couldn't bring myself to sell them for basically nothing when I couldn't afford to feed them. In the end, I ended up making them all get up to about £10 and then selling them all for, there was 500 of them for about £10 each. So you do the maths on that. And then I sold the chicken pen and had done with it, and probably broke out even, minus all the money I've spent out on cracked corn. Although the eggs probably even that out, if I'm honest. I did get some eggs. So yeah, it probably was a venture that failed ultimately, but did break even. So it wasn't the end of the world, but we don't have a lot of grass to work with until that field's complete. As you can see, I've already mowed all the grass to our right. This is just an extra bit that I decided to do. We're technically on the second day of the save, and the farm's been coming on at quite a pace. The first day of it was spent building the actual cow barn itself, minus the cows, and then we did an absolute monster load of contracts. Got ourselves about 250,000 to spend, and with that 250,000 we've had a few problems. We've got a few mod glitches that need ironing out, and there's not a lot I can do about them at the moment until I find out if it's one mod or several mods that are causing the problem. But I'll show you what the issues are in just a moment when we just finish this. So I think that is all of the hay bales that we've got. We've got 90%. Can we just eke out another 10%? Oh, it'd be a real shame. I mean, your best bet's around here somewhere, isn't it? See if we can get some of that grass, and hopefully it'll stay as... Go on, 96, 97, yeah, there we go. Oh, why has it gone down to 89%? What's that all about? This obviously takes more on that, so... I'll try and... Yes, we did it. And it's come out as a hay bale, just what we wanted. Perfect. So that is all the hay we're going to get from the little grass that we've got. And it's not a lot. So I have a doofamajig to make some thingamy-bob. And we're going to do that in a minute. Just park away this. So if you look opposite, we've got a multi-fruit silo there, and then we've got this beautiful contraption, which is got all my gear, or most of my gear, in it. That windrow is right in the way, really, but we need that big trailer out next to collect the hay bales up. This is where you all get to laugh at my driving. It is not the best thing in the world. So, especially going backwards with a trailer on it. Oh no, there's a post there. I thought it was going too well. So it's that way. And edge it back that way a touch, and again, and again. Until it straightens out, and we stop. Pull it forward a touch. So, this is the glitches that we've had to deal with. The seeder will not fill up from this seeder point that I have placed here. So that is a bit of an issue. I'm half expecting issues with this TMR mixer as well. The drop-off point for the food for the cows is somewhere around about here, nearer the water than it is the point there, so it took me ages to find that. The actual seeder we've got does work, but the one that I wanted and had to put back, get rid of, that one was it wouldn't open, so I couldn't fill it anyway. The only way I can fill the seeder is to put a pallet in. So having spent £5 on that, I'm not very happy that I have to then buy a pallet for a further 1,000. I don't know whether that's any better or worse than what I would have been spending out from that seed point, but that's how I prefer to do it, is sort of like go up to the seed point, fill up, and pay whatever amount of seed I use. So that is what I would like to do, but because of whatever this glitch is, it won't do it. Now in my Erlingrat save, it does exactly the same thing, but at the biogas plant, where you're trying to dump your silage bales where it's supposed to go, and it doesn't drop them at all, so it leaves you struggling. So let's just see what we're up to with this. So we need to reset that, put it into operating position. That will now collect the hay bales that are knocking around. I've just noticed in my chat that I missed out the O in on. That seems to happen regularly on my laptop. There's certain buttons, most of them are vowels as well, I've noticed, that have never properly worked. Every now and then you'll try and type out a word and it'll just keep missing it off like, and it's just not right. But never mind. So what's that? That's 8 bales. See, we've got a bale counter, but it's a manual one. 9 bales. Oh, it's sad when you laugh at your own jokes. 10, 11, 12, 14 bales. It's not that bad considering it's come from just a little, basically, outside of that field. So that I can cope with. The hay that's already in the cow feed is basically came from the middle bit here, the little square over here, and this bit over here. Now this looks messy with some long and some short bits. It's because since we did that, we've chopped down a load of trees, and obviously this is where the trees were. Up there's had trees as well, but it's been mowed afterwards, so that one doesn't look as bad. But next time we'll have a perfectly square bit of land that we will be able to mow. So where am I going to keep these hay bales? Oh dear, that's not a good sign. Yawning already, so early on into the save. So I reckon we just leave it somewhere here near to the trailer. So if we go that way, drop it down, there we go, reset it. So that is that. So where do we want to stick this now? So that really is everything I want to have done today, done. So now I've just got to go and check on the cows, because I've been that busy I haven't even had a chance to appreciate the new additions yet. And when there's a few more in, I'm going to record a hack of the day live as well, because I have discovered something else which is a money maker. It's a money maker which I haven't exploited, I promise you, but it's just something I've discovered which I think is quite interesting. So let's head over to the cows. Jump out there. If you look, we've got plenty of water. Hello, cows. It's a shame they don't get names like the horses do. There we go. We've got in hay and total mixed rations, which I have to say I spent an awful lot of money on. Even though I cheated it in, I did actually deduct plenty of money for it. So basically £1,000 for 1,000 litres. So that is obviously way more than you would normally pay a cow. So it's obviously keeping them happy. Their health is beginning to improve slightly. What are they on now? 9%. Obviously they start off on 0%. And yeah, that's the cows. First time that I've ever tried to do cows. I bought some that would be ready to have babies, but then I found out that if you're only feeding them hay, then I don't think they have babies. So, or if you do, it must take much longer. But the reproduction bit doesn't seem to work unless they're fed total mixed rations. So, just to start it off, I spent a fortune on 10,000 litres of total mixed rations, and basically when that's all gone, I need to have worked out how to have used that trailer to make some more. So we have obviously the 14 hay bales there, and we have, I think it's 4 silage bales. So we don't have a lot of silage yet. As soon as that field is done, I will do myself plenty more silage bales. But at the moment, that's all we've got. I'm not sure where I got that from. I must have done a little bit in the grass somewhere and got some silage bales. Anyway, oh my word, why am I yawning so much? Whew. Must be tired. I'm on earlier than normal, and I must be tired. So, but yeah, if you do pop in and say hello, it'd be greatly appreciated. I'd love to see you on the chat. We do own a bit more land than just this. As you can see, I probably need something like a telehandler with a bale spike or something, or a forklift truck or something to help me mix this TMR. The one thing that I'm a little bit concerned of, hey Miss Wildstyle, how are you? It's great to see you. The one thing I'm worried about is how I'm going to get the straw in there, because the straw isn't in bales. I might have to tip it on the ground and bale it again, but I don't know. So we actually own this bit, and it's going to be more fun to show you this bit on the dirt bike. So we'll get the dirt bike out and go and explore the land I own. So all these rocks that go up with all the trees on it, I own that. I hope you're well, Miss Wildstyle. Whee! So hopefully there's no train coming. And this cotton field we also own. So it's not massive, and it's going to cost me more to harvest this cotton than it will actually bring me, but I'm going to do it anyway, just for the fun of it, just for the love of farming. So I'm really good, thank you very much for asking. I've had a nice I won't say busy day. It's not been too busy, but it's not been too quiet either. So there's been enough to do. My wife, on the other hand, has not had such a good day. She's been to the dentist today, and her face is very swollen now, and she's in a lot of pain. So she's gone to bed early, so I was able to get on to stream a little bit earlier today. Hopefully she'll be feeling a bit better by the morning. But yeah, so that's the extent of the land we own. And with rain forecast and that, I don't think we're going to be getting a lot more done today. But what I will be doing is looking at, do I buy a little bit more land, or do I buy a telehandler, or is there a way that we can afford both? So that's my sort of like questions that we've got to resolve now. So if we just go into the land on the map and see what sort of places we could afford. So ideally we want it to be close. So that is coming down nicely at the moment. That was 100 and possibly even 200,000, and that one's shot up, so that's gone through the roof. And that one is about the same, I think. Oh, yeah, no, I thought it was saying we owned it then. But yeah, so we'll keep an eye on these prices. But I think that's for that little field. That's probably still just a little bit too expensive. So that one there is 37,000. I think we go and have a look at that area. I think that's the area. If I've got it right, let's spin it round. I think that's the area, just the other side of here. And I'm sure she will. She's had some root canal work, and obviously it's not a pleasant experience. But I think I think she'll recover from it. But she's been suffering with an infection in her mouth for months and months, and she finally was able to get into a dentist to get him to have a look at it. They've managed to remove a tooth, but it was hard work, and hopefully now that will sort out the infection that she's constantly had. So the outlook's better for her, but obviously it's aggravated her mouth having all the work done, so she's in a bit of pain. So yeah, this bit is actually, you know, it's quite useful land, but I don't think it's not a field, so I don't think I need to buy it. The only thing I could do on it is build on it. I have put a sell anything point here, quite deliberately, just to give me extra selling points for things, so that we've got another option. And certainly when I've chopped down some trees, I've sold the wood here, even though it didn't pay me as much, purely because it's not as far to go, and it was a job where I was just clearing the trees so that I could get some hay bales and stuff, really. So the overall goal was not to make money particularly. It was nice to make a bit of money from the trees, but really I was just clearing the space. I mean, this shed where I've got all my equipment is amazing. I think it was only about 10,000, and it just goes back for miles. In fact, it actually slightly infringes on the field which I planted grass in. Only ever so slightly, but it does infringe on it a little bit, which is a little bit annoying. So I'm going to show you a trick now, Miss Wildstyle. This is going to be one of my hacks of the day videos that I've done. I'm going to take this footage now and use it for that. But we've got that sell anything area that I just pointed out, and we're going to demonstrate how you quite literally can sell anything. So I just happened to stumble across this when I was getting the water for the cows, and should be looking at the road and not the chat. So I think I'd quite like this field. I might look at the price of this field. This isn't too far away, and it's got plenty of sort of like grassland around it, which we might be able to tap into as well. So I hope there's no train coming. Wee, nice little bunny hop over it. So I mean, imagine this if you've got one of the bigger tankers that you can collect masses and masses of water. you could just drive down to the river or lake or whatever's on the particular map that you're on, and fill up. And this is an experiment as much as cheating, because I just wanted to see roughly how much the 7,000 plus litres of this will bring in. So there's nowhere on the map that you can sell this water. You paid nothing for it, but if you place one of them sell everything points down, it literally does let you sell just about everything, and this is one of the things that it will let you sell. So if you're looking for a way of getting money, then this is a good little option, which is quite legitimate, but probably cheating just a little bit. I was half expecting retribution from the train for trying to cheat, but it didn't come. We're okay. It does look weird, this bit, without the original buildings on it that you get in Goldcrest Valley. Because we started on the hard level, obviously the buildings and the farm are not there. So here we go, on to the sell everything, and the water we acquired for nothing is being sold, and the money is going up. So obviously it's a cheat, but it's just something that is there. You just transport the water, and there's nearly £1,500 for something that I acquired for free. So there's a nice little trick for raising a bit of money. If you've got a really big tanker, obviously you'll make an awful lot more than that. So. Now I've got to try and reverse this thing back into that space, which is not going to be good fun. Well, it might be for you, but not for me, because I am terrible at reversing. So bring it down a touch, so I can see. I need to get it between there first of all. Too far that way, so straighten up. It is determined to go that way. So it can park that way for me. So what I'll do is I'll leave it about there so we can get to it easy. And that is that done. So I just want to have a look at the price of that field, and then we'll move on to the next day and see what jobs we can do for that day for building the cow farm. So we have what field is it? So it must be that one there. So if I click on that, oh, so that is the one that's 70,000. And then you have a further one, which is 90,000. But I mean, when you've got a field that size, that is 101,000. I don't think that is actually that good value for money. I mean, field 19 would be a much better prospect for us. But I think what I'm going to do is leave it for now and see if any auctions come up, or obviously we've got a cotton harvest to rent equipment out for, so we might need to do that. So let's go and see what tomorrow brings. Okay, so what it brought was all that money we made from the water is gone. Probably justice, really. What a beautiful day, though. Looks like it's going to be a fine October morning. Not a cloud in the sky. So we'll be okay with that. We've got 139,000. We need to go and check on the cotton harvest. So I don't think it'll be ready yet. And then if that's not ready, we'll check on the prices of equipment. We need to check on the cows, see how much of that total mixed rations they've eaten, because I'm going to have to do some reading up or something just to see how it is I use that thing to make them. Well, I don't think this is ready to harvest yet, so that's good. So I think next month is likely to be the day. So let's head back down the hill. Oh, there's a tree. Right, so TMR. How are we gonna do this? I think I'm gonna have to use my mobile phone and just have a quick look, see if there's any tutorials on it, just to give me the amounts that I need. So let's see what we've got. Loads of YouTube videos, but I don't want to watch a video on whilst streaming. That wouldn't be the dumb thing. So right, so we need mineral feed. So that is a bit of an issue because I don't know if I can get the mineral feed or not. Let's go find out. And if I get it, how much do I need? So we'll get this trailer because I assume that's what I need. And hopefully the trigger point will work on this thing. Looks like it's working. That's a bonus. Oh, there it was. Mineral feed. So let's start filling. I don't know where I'm going to keep this mineral feed. I wonder if you can keep it in the multi-fruit thing. That's a possibility, isn't it? So I don't know how much of this I need. So we'll get 8,000 for now. That's costing us an absolute bomb. I can see. Wow, look at that. That is expensive. But I'm assuming that this 8,000 litres, which has cost us nearly 10 grand, so 8,640. But I'm assuming that that will last us a long time. I'm hoping that'll last us a long time. What's going on with this? Why are you struggling? Is it too heavy for you? It's a medium tractor of the cheapest variety. Probably needed a weight on there, really. So while that's emptying, I'll keep reading on. No, that particular one does not give me the measurements. I don't I think. Not very helpful. So this is interesting watching, I'm sure. Me trying to read and work out what the heck I've got to do with this. So you need a tractor with a front loader, or I'm going to get a probably like a front loader or something like that. So we've got the forage mixer wagon and we need a bale spike. I presume we're going to need a bucket as well for the mineral feed. Why won't you just tell me the amounts? If anybody is watching and knows the amounts, that would be helpful. This one is telling me that they found out the what's going on. Just tell me how much. So, the ratio 2 silage, 2 hay, and 1 straw. 12,000 litres. So I need to check that that wagon can take that. I'm not seeing mineral feed in that. So have I just bought a load of mineral feed for nothing? Because of what another page said about it. So what we need to know is the capacity of this, really. So it doesn't tell me. That's not helpful, is it? So right. So what we'll do is we'll go to the shop and we'll buy the telehandler or front loader or whatever. How much is the telehandler? 56,000 for the cheapest. Wheel loader. Wow. Oh, there's a 40,000 one there. That might be an option. So there's that. Forklifts, I don't think are going to be right. Skid loaders, 35,000. Do I try the skid loader? Is that a good idea? I think I want the telehandler. I sort of trust them a little bit more, and I probably want a good one as well. Just something that we could use around the thing. So it's a lot of our money, but I'm gonna go with the Manitou, I think. So you can't adjust the wheels, you can adjust the tyres, but there's not a lot in it, so we'll go with that. And we'll look at the combinations. So if we take the cheap bale fork, that's that, and the universal bucket, which we may or may not need, but it's there no matter what, so... Right, so... I'm in the wrong vehicle there. I want to be in Anatu. I don't know whether this is going to be wrong or not, so raise that up a little bit. Do we go for 2 bales? Or will 2 bales be too much? I think I'm a bit concerned 2 bales will be too much. So I'm going to go down and just do 1 for now. It's all trial and error when you don't know exactly what you're doing. So we want to go higher. Is there a way of extending it? Yeah. Try and zoom out a bit so I can actually see what I'm doing. Notice that it's lower around the other side, so you're obviously meant to put it around there. So we'll just very carefully bring yourselves around. We have a lot of space to work in this area. Counter now. Careful. That has taken that, so now if I were to transfer in there, it's got hay, it's 37%. So if I get silage now, from behind that shed, while I'm trying to drive the tractor when it's the swing that I want. So I think this is only going to be enough to take 1 bale at a time. Bit of a bummer because that's going to take forever. Well, what's this? Oh, it's grass, it's not silage yet. I can't make it yet, can we? So we've got nothing better to do today, so I'll check the house prices and then we'll sleep. I wonder if it'll be silage by then or not. I never thought about that. There's no baling contracts, is there? Because they will instantly get me some silage. There's a baling contract, but it's blimmin' hay. I don't need any hay. So let's see if there's any more up here. No, there's no more baling contracts appearing. So, no, we're out of luck with that. But they do still seem to have an awful lot of food, so I don't think we've got any issues with that. Nothing new on the chat, so we've got nothing to discuss there. So let's go back to sleep. Could have done with a baling contract though, that would have been nice, wouldn't it? So it's a shame to waste such a nice day though. But there's just nothing to do. So we shall go. So it's a long sleep, this one. Oh, we gotta wake up. Oh, yes, there we are. More money gone. So the first thing we need to check is that bale, whether that is. So we'll leg it across the yard. %99. So let's have a look at the field prices, see whether any of them have dropped significantly around here. Wrong one, that's why it's not showing me. Oh, farmland 15. No, it's still high. Wow, some really expensive fields. So we're not looking likely to be buying any fields soon. That one's just a bit too far away, but a reasonable price. And that again is although it's still saying for the size that you get, it's expensive. Now that is really cheap. But it's such a long way away as well. I think that plus or minus tells you when something is in a good place in terms of buying. See how that's minus 8.7. There's another fairly cheap one. I mean, look at that. Wow. That is expensive. So we're not buying anywhere at the moment by the looks of it. There's nowhere that's yellow, is there? The yellow would signify that it's up for auction. And I'm not seeing any yellow. Just out of interest, what's that? Oh, too expensive. Mind you, because we bought a telehandler, we can't really afford any land anyway. So I don't even know why I'm looking. So we'll speed up time, just take it till dinner time. And I reckon that silage bale will be done. See the sun coming out as the time speeds by. Another beautiful day. Seems to be a nice autumn in Goldcrest Valley. Now, of course, Goldcrest Valley was the base game map for Farming Simulator 2017, and that was the first time that I encountered Farming Simulator and absolutely loved it. There we go, it's done it. So we can bring that, if I press the right one, bring it back down to 1 again. And bit of a long, lengthy sort of like how to make TMR. now, how are we looking? 67%. So what do we put in now? Do we put in the mineral feed or do we put in straw? That is what I do not know. So we're back to the phone. Right, so I load one bale, each of the above mentioned. It'll leave me room for one more bale, either hay or silage. I will lack one slot in the ratio. Two bales up. It should have been two, according to that, it should have been twice as much hay, so I needed to be able to cut the thing in half. I don't quite understand. This is saying straw. So I wonder if I've got any bales of straw anywhere. So if I put another bale of hay in, that would really knacker it up because it'd be full without the straw. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here at all. I think we should have two bales of hay. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Am I supposed to be putting... I mean, what happens if you get the amounts wrong? Is there a bale splitter or something that you can put half? What do I need to do? Look. So if I went into, what did I buy? A telehandler. It was the Manitou combinations. So we've got a manure fork. No, so there's nothing else there, is there? Right, so what do we do? Wonder if there's any sort of explanation in the tutorial bit at the bottom of here. So improving the yield, total mixed ration. So so we haven't got a robot, so that's no good. Although we could look and see how much they are. But it doesn't actually give you. So then you have to prepare the feed in a forage mixer and deliver it to the barn. In the forage mixer, you'll need to have in the forage mixer you have to add straw, hay, and silage, and mineral feed in the mixer will show you the correct mixing ratio when being. So I needed to know that earlier. It's not telling me the correct ratio, is it? Oh, I don't know. What a nightmare. I don't know if I can do this or not, but why is it saying I've got total mixed rations already? I don't understand that. It's saying it's total mixed rations. So if I were now to drop this into there, would that also say it's total mixed ration? So before I drop it, I just want to come out of there and go to my animals and see I have total mixed rations free, just short of 4,000 litres. Okay, so if I overload that now, that should take me to 12,000 if it's worked, and I haven't put any mineral feed or straw in that. So I don't actually know what the heck I've done, but so now let's check. Yeah, so that's interesting, but we would have pad the next one out with straw, whatever, but that mineral feed might have not been necessary then. So now we'll do the same again. We'll I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll park this in the middle of V2 so that when I get the silage bale, that doesn't have as far to go as well. So what I'll do is one of these bales, need to lower it down, spike at it. Things have to be so complicated. I have to literally drop it in. There we go, that's gone, that's taken it. So come out of that. Concentration here. So I'll try and work out what on earth am I doing. Very good at driving, if you haven't noticed. Part of it is because I'm on the keyboard, but it's still not very good driving. Press the wrong button, it's the end I need to press. Oh, it's gone. So, now what I wanted to check was if I had any bales of straw left in the actual cow barn. I might have already used it. But if it hasn't, then I might have to see if the bucket will put the straw in that I want. So let's just jump out of there. Look. Hey, we've got over 1,000 litres of milk now. Yep, so we've got the straw in a massive bale, so this has to go in last, really, because otherwise we'll overdo it. So right, lower that down and piece that up a bit. I just hope that this can handle these bales because they're pretty big. Damn wall knocked it off. What Turn it that way. Get out. Better go shut the door. Don't want any cows running loose. I lost my bin. That was an impressive show of control there, wasn't it? I don't know if I'm doing the right thing here or not. We're about to find out. So, lower it down. Get that a little bit too close. I can see it filling up now. So it's full with whatever it's got in it. But does it class that as total mixed rations? Because it looks like a different symbol, doesn't it? So if I lift that up now and jump into the tractor. So it's classed it as forage now, not total mixed rations. What the heck is forage when you're at home? So, I don't know. Is the answer. So, let's just look at the F12. Right, so what do I do with that now? I don't understand why. I can see why they've got too much hay in. Sorry, too much straw in. But what I can't see why is what I do with that now. Basically. So if I was to tip that into a silo, so somebody tell me why that's forage and the one before was total mixed ration and we were missing 2 ingredients from that one. So I don't know. That's the answer. I really don't know. Because I don't know what to do with that straw, I need to tuck this one back. So we shall lower it down. And drop it where it is. See what happens. We'll just do the grass side, because that looks to me like it accepted that as total mixed rations. So yeah, if anybody on the chat knows what the heck I'm supposed to be doing, I would appreciate the assistance. I've sat here now for the best part of 25 minutes trying to work it all out. So far what I'm finding is, but I don't know if I'm doing it correctly, is if I just add 1 bale of hay and 1 bale of silage, it seems to be saying it's total mixed ration. Now I've just then added straw in because I read you could do that to fatten it out, and it says it's forage and not total mixed rations. So now I haven't got a clue what to believe with regards to this. And I only have a couple of silage bales left now, so that. So lift that up. I'm enjoying this Manitou. I think it's a pretty cool. That's why it was so difficult with that last one. Let's go on the wrong side. So lift that up. Looks like it's a right side. Didn't really go honest. So in with that. So what am I doing? That's what I want to do. Raise that up. Come away. was to drive it to there, it's going to say total misdirections because I can tell because of the symbol. So the straw is clearly to fatten it out. So, I'm going to try it. Well, I know how to do it. Let's see. Oh, what are you doing? Right. So, if we were to get that better. Get into the tractor, we can see the clearly missed it. I wanted to be a little bit cautious. Oh, it's stressful this. To jump out. Jump into there. Still saying it's total mixed rations. Lost it. It's gone round the other side. Aim for the tyres with the wheel spikes. I imagine that's something that has cost the farmer a bob or two before now. Funny, isn't it? Really, this is only 4% of the bill now. If I were to now jump in there, that still says that it's good. to be honest, I am distributing total mixed ration, which is important. I'm going to look into what is the reason why it's saying it's total mixed ration and I haven't put all the ingredients in, but at the moment I'm happy with that because the cows seem happy, and I'm going to leave it at that in terms of trying to work it out. But yeah, I think that we have a good way there of actually doing that, and I think I'm happy with the knowledge that I can do it as well. So, but I am thinking that you might get away with 2 bales of hay and 1 of silage just to make that. But I'm not going to try and work that out today. What I do wonder is if I stood under there and put started field in, and we wanted forage. Why is this in it? I thought I dumped some in there. So where did I put that forage? Did I put the forage in? Oh, I don't know. I wonder if it's mixed it back into the right things, and that's what it's done. So this is another tester now. So if I started to tip in hay, so I need to be ready to stop, don't I? Stop! Why is it not? So right, I get rid of some of that. I'm going to do 40%, so I need to overload a bit more. Right, so that's 40% hay. That's there. Let's get into the manner to bring that down. Let's do the final silage bale. And silage is definitely the next thing we need. So when that field is ready, then that's what we shall do. Saying it's total mixed rations now. start filling with straw. It's still saying total mixed ration, but it's 100%. So that is actually as close to perfect as you can get this. So that should keep the cows happy, happy, happy. And now I shouldn't have to pay anything for food if that's going to keep them happy. That is the cows worked out, I think. So I'm not totally sure on that really. Right, so I've still got I've driven it away and I've still got a little bit in. Oh, is it full? Ah, it's full. I see, says a blind man. So we've got 333 litres, which we can't do anything with, so that'll have to go in here for now. And I think that is something new worked out. I will not claim that I am a clever person, because that was not easy to do. So why will that start filling? I just worked out I have been a drongo. The reason that my seeder won't fill up from that is because it's the animal feed. Oh, dearie me. Dearie, dearie me. What have I done? What have I done? So, I've just worked it out now. But do you really need mineral feed in? That is my question. Do you need mineral feed in the whole thing? Because I've just made total mixed rations without mineral feed. So let's go and have a look at what's going on here now. So 60,000 litres of food. Water is looking good. The animal's health is 100%, so everybody's happy. And if we go to the animal page, reproduction is starting. The water is dropping low. I might get that to full. And yeah, so we've only got 10 cows. And I think while I continue to make sure that I've got everything right, that is all we'll have. But I don't intend to buy any more anyway. Hopefully they'll have babies and I won't have to buy them. So we're still okay for straw. I just had a thought about something I wanted to do. Oh, water, that was it, yeah. So, money-wise, we're not in a super comfortable position. But I think we do get to cut the grass within the next month or so. And should we need to, we can probably make enough silage to sell some as well. We could do a contract or two as well. So what I'll do now is I'll just get this water to full. It's going to take a few trips. So, you know, just whistle while we work and we'll push on with this. See if we can bunny hop over this railway line. Oh, running over somebody's field. Well, they should have painted it green. I missed it. Can't see any sign of the train on the map, so I assume there's nothing coming. And so far, this has been a successful escapade, because I didn't need that mineral feed, and I need to know why. Is it just a cheat, or will it have an effect later down the line? I have no idea. Oh. So I reckon we'll need at least 3 trips with this. We haven't got the money to buy a much bigger one, but there might be one that if we sold this one, we could potentially get a bigger one. I'm sure I saw one somewhere for 25,000. Unless, let's see if there is one. Where did I see it? Was it miscellaneous? And it needs to be able to carry milk as well. So what's that one carry? 8,000 litres, so that's no better. So let's go back. Maybe it was a mod that I had and then got rid of. But let's have a look at these. Oh no, what's that? Oh no, that's 8,000 litres, so that's the same one, isn't it? Yeah, there's no other ones, so this will have to do the job. Why spend another 15,000, 16,000 on one that only holds 700 litres more? Does not make sense. This is clearly the best one. Oh, the train's coming. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Oh, this is so dangerous. Oh no. Oh no. Hello? We don't want to go this way. Oh. My word. We didn't make it. Oh. I was so close to making it. So close. Should have waited. I need a fuel tank. That's something I need. On the farm, somewhere to fill up. That'll be our next job. Oh, I forgot to turn onto the farm. So, in with the water. So it's taken me some working out, but I think I'm slowly getting there with the cows. I don't fully understand the TMR yet. What I don't understand is why I've not used all the ingredients and yet still got a successful trip, really, with regards to, you know, I've missed out 2 ingredients and ended up with total mixed rations. Doesn't make sense to me at all. Oh, there's another train. So, as long as it's not too long, I should just spit across there. That's perfect. Try and miss that car as well. Trying to adjust my position on my seat, getting a little bit uncomfortable. I don't sit on a gaming chair like everybody else. I'm on a laptop, and if you can hear my leather sofa crunching and rumbling around, I do apologise. It's not ideal, really, but so what I think I'll do when this is offloading at the other end is I'll just go and have a quick comfort break, and then we'll sort of start making a plan of action for not just the cows but also for the next sort of how we're going to grow this farm, because we can't survive on the little fields we've got. I think it's going to require contracts to raise our money up again, possibly silage. We could possibly sort of like raise some money through silage. I do own that cotton field. Ooh. I've just got a really bad feeling that I forgot about the cotton field and it might have withered. That would be a disaster, because I might as well have just ploughed it earlier on. And oh no, this is not good. I think I did a little bit of a boo-boo. I really did. I forgot all about the cotton field. I bet it's withered. I was so obsessed with the TMR that I completely forgot about it. So, where are we up to with the animal thing now? Which way? Oh, so it's practically full, so I'll leave it there at that. Did he want grass as well or not? Because I can give him some grass at some point, if that's what they want. I'm going to keep this one out because it's always going to be in use. It can stay in the middle there. Right, so I need to get on my bike, spin it around, get over and see what the damage is to my harvest of cotton. Well, it says ready to harvest. That was lucky. So now we need to find something that does cotton. So, olive grape cotton technology. Oh, wow. How much is it going to cost to hire one of these? It's going to be extortionate, isn't it? 20,000 litres. If I was to lease it, 25k. No way I'm going to get 25k's worth of cotton in here. So I'm going to try out around the trap harvester. Once we're on the other side of the trap, we can just scoop around the field. Fastest thing on the board is. Play. No. Oh, so 2, 3. Generate. Open and close course. Escape. Back. 192. First waypoint. Go. So let's just check how cotton is paying. So cotton. Where are you, cotton? Where are you? Where are you? Am I going blind? We've got wool. Wood grasping. Yeah, they're close. Why can I not see cotton there? Right, goods. Canola, corn, potatoes, sugar beet. Where's cotton? Am I being blind? Yes, I am. There it is. So, I would need at least 10,000 litres just to break even. There is plenty of places to buy it from, no? That is a good thing. To sell it to, should I say. But while that's it, I want to look at and see if there's any cheap spins. So, if I go into construction, productions, so annoying that you can't. So, bakery, carpentry, grain mill, spinnery, 60k. Spinnery, 60k. Needs to be one of these little cheap 10k things, but I don't think we're going to get it. Production. Potato production. Not looking like there's anything. Oil production, so yeah, we're just going to be selling it and probably just about breaking even. So what I need to do now is work out how I'm going to transport that cotton bale. Because I've pushed that trailer to there, it's now right in the way. That is out of the way. So I am going to try and landscape a path over there. I don't know if I can or not. I do own the land, so in the sense that I'm not cheating, so landscaping. So what? There's a slope. looks better, doesn't it? So, hey, Nicholson, how are you, mate? I'm sorry if I missed you there. I was concentrating. So, as you can see, I'm just doing a little bit of an impromptu cotton harvest. I bought this field and it was already planted with cotton. It's probably going to cost me as much to harvest it as it is I could have just probably wiped it out and grown grass or something on it, but I'm trying to work out cow farming. It's been a bit of an adventure for me. I've sort of worked out total mixed rations, but I don't understand how I got there in the end, so I'm glad to hear you're good. Are you feeling better? You've been sick, haven't you? Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better. I'm a bit concerned now, we're not going to get much of a bale out of this. So anyway, let's bring the telehandler. I don't know if it's even going to be able to cope with lifting this cotton bale. We'll give it a go. If not, then we'll have to use super strength because there's no other way. So have you just been playing on it or streaming it? Maybe that I missed your stream because I was on myself, I don't know. Certainly can't remember seeing any notifications for your streaming, which I do normally get. Did you enjoy that football or soccer game that I was playing yesterday? I did do another stream, but it would have been quite early in the morning for you, just to follow it on a little bit. But I have to say, it's not been going very well. I think I will be sacked before long in that particular team that I'm managing. I don't think I'll be lasting very long on that because we keep losing. I mean, it is a pretty poor team in real life, so I'm not doing anything new there, but I like to think that I know enough about that game to be able to pull them out of the trouble, but it doesn't seem to be working, and I think I might get the sack, so but never mind. It's all about the fun of the game. And if it was easy to succeed, it wouldn't be worth playing, would it? So now he's completed his task, but he's not giving me a bale. So unload and finish bale. That's what we have to do. So I've just seen how so it wasn't worth doing. Never mind. So if I get that sent back quickly before we get charged any more for it. Escape, go back. Now we've got to work out if we can get this onto the trailer with the telehandler, which I'm not 100% confident of. I'll move the trailer nearer so we're not fighting with it. And then I think whatever money I make for this, I'm going to have to buy a plough with. Which annoyingly means I probably just spent 25 grand on harvesting a field. That's probably only, well, probably not going to pay me back anything once I bought the plough for the field. Can't seed it yet, I don't think. So I think we're not going to be able to get anything else off this field. I think, in hindsight, and I probably predicted it as well, I think I should have put this. If I was to pretty sure this will not work. So I might have to use super strength and cheat. So there's no more cheating when using auto load. Look how close we are to being on there. Central. We might just roll it on. That is the only legitimate way that I can see that we can do this. Will I zoom out a bit so we can see what I'm doing? Oh, we've got that too right. Okay, still needs to go down a touch. First thing is to try and push it flat, and then go up and across, up, across. I think we're going to have to help it out a bit by using super strength. It's only cotton, it can't be that heavy. So why can't I? Right, so that's not working either. What do we do now? So, if I pull that out. Can't see what I'm doing, so I need to be further away. That's that. Presumably we can strap it on as well. So that should be that. And the let's just have a quick check on the best price for it. So 43 there. Uh, 2,543 at Denton Bakery. Now, why would Denton Bakery buy cotton? Oh well, if that's what you say. So remember, it cost us 24,000 for the cost of the harvester. So how much of a loss have we made on that? That is the question. So I think with cotton farming, I think you need a good sized field and effectively £1 million just to invest in all the equipment, and then you'll sort of like pull it back over 2 or 3 harvests. But I don't think a little tiny field like I've just had to deal with is worthwhile. Because even just leasing the harvester has given us such a poor return. So which one is the bakery down? I can't remember. It's been a while since I should have tagged the place really, shouldn't I? So it's definitely that one, isn't it? Tag place. So I think it's the next turning, so we'll go down there. So I currently have 10 happy cows. I'm not quite sure how I managed it. You can tell I've not been down this area in the game since the update, because it's starting to get a bit laggy. I'm sure it'll sort itself out again in a minute, but it says do not enter because I'm going in the wrong way. If I take that off now, is it going to take it? It's not going to take this, is it? Why tell me it sells cotton and it's not going to do anything? Well, it's not buying it there, whatever. So what is that place there? Is that a different shop? See, this is the bakery here. I'm sure of that. Yeah, Denton Bakery. There's no other selling points. What is that building over there? Does it have a name on it anywhere? No. So what are you? It's not giving me a way of finding out what the place is. Is it still the bakery? Or what? What's this now? What I'll do is I'll just see what happens here. It'll leave a cell or it won't. No. So we go back to the sell everything because that was the second best price. So that on there. I don't understand why the bakery's got a price for cotton. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, what pies are you making with flipping cotton? Fluffy bread? Maybe. So that was a bit of a wasted journey, just to add to my ever decreasing, oh what have I done, ever decreasing fuel pump. That's what I meant to press. Cruise control. So perhaps I need to look at the contracts and see what money I can earn now to... I'm going to need to buy a plough for ploughing the field. This way for to sell anything. Should have just gone for this one in the first place. I knew it was weird having the... There we go, that's gone. Oh, so we made a loss of about four grand basically on that field. Could have been worse. So if I drop that there, we need to buy a plough and get that field ploughed up, and I think it's too late to seed it, so we won't be able to seed it. What do I want? Plough, where are you? Plough. Where's a roller? There's a plough. So we don't want to go too mad. We'll go for the subsoiler like we usually do. 9 meters. Might as well have the extra 3 meters for the sake of that. The only trouble is I might not be able to store it anywhere. Just hope I get this the right way now, because it's a low powered tractor. It's going to need to be pulling the wrong way, because that is how the low powered tractors can cope with that. Yeah, it's my favourite one, Nicholson. It's because it's squarer. There goes the train. The offset ones, they're just a little bit harder to turn around when you've got them on and all that sort of stuff. So, and it works with a low-powered tractor as well, which is a good thing because some of them they can't cope with a low-powered tractor. So 2 headlands sounds reasonable. Just go back and make sure that it's on first waypoint. Off you go. And then my job is to get that telehandler off the field ASAP. So we'll get that back to the farmyard. Could be a mistake taking it back that way. In fact, I think I'll try and jump over the railway line there. Go around that way, but I just want to bring in the telehandler and lower it down a bit, just to give me a bit better balance for going over the train track. So, have you had much experience with mixing the TMR? The total mixed rations for cows, Nicholson? Because it's something I've been trying to learn today for the first time. And whilst I seem to have managed it, I feel like it shouldn't have worked because I didn't use like mineral feed or anything like that. I bought some mineral feed, but when I mixed the hay and the silage together, it seemed to give me total mixed rations. And then I did it with straw and it failed the first time and then worked the second time. So I'm not totally sure on whether I've been doing things right or not. So I think what we'll do with this is, yes, there was an update today. There's an update today, 1.9, and if you go to somewhere new on the map, in fact, I'll show you now. If I go to somewhere that we haven't been on the map, you'll see it start. It'll just start struggling. There we go. See it. And again, so you're just getting those little flickers because of the update. And it was quite bad when I first started, but it seems to have settled down a bit, and just when you go to somewhere new, you get those little flickers. So I think it only updates if you've either got it set automatically or like mine's run by Steam, so I went onto Steam and switched the update on. What has this farmer planted on this field? Canola. So that's of interest, but not any use to me. I'll show you my my cows now. I have 10 of them. Like I say, I've never really kept them before, so this has been a bit of a learning journey for me. I've been trying to find out how total mixed rations work. But yeah, they're 100% happy, so that's the main thing. But what I haven't got is anything like, I haven't fed them any grass. I gave them some hay at first, and then I worked out the total mixed rations. I now have that basically 100%. But looking at this, I don't think I need any grass. I think that if I just kept feeding them total mixed rations, I think that would do it. So, and the milk's beginning to go up as well. It's first time that that's started moving, so we have something at least. But happy cows, that's a good thing. I can't remember how many this could fit in it, actually. I think it's 40 cows can fit in this in total. But they seem fairly happy. And the feed obviously comes out into here as well. We have plenty of straw to keep us going. Not only have we got all these bales in here that will slowly sort of like fizzle away, but in the multi-fruit silo we've got over 1.5, well nearly 1.5 million litres. Because I did a, if I can get this, I don't want a super strength thing, I want to shut the door. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, so in my silo I have an awful lot of hay. If I run across there now and just show you. Sorry, straw I meant to say, not hay. So 1.38 million. So that should keep me going for quite a while. And I got that for doing a load of harvesting contracts. So I want to see now what this grass is like. See whether it's ready to go again yet. That's ready to harvest, isn't it? So that will be the next job, is baling that. So once I've ploughed that field, as you can see I'm not really doing the work, but once that field's ploughed, then we will get on with some baling. I think that's the next job. But what I'm going to do is while you're able to watch this plough at work, I shall just nip to the loo and be back in a sec. So just see you shortly. So back with perfect timing for the train to go past and the tractor to just be finishing its job. Could not have timed that any better. Just check that he hasn't missed any little bits, because that will annoy me. Looks like he's done a beautiful job actually. Check there's not another train coming, and we'll try and get across there. I'm a bit worried that I might get the plough stuck, but this is obviously not the right way. I've got a smooth... oh, crashed into the tree. I've got a smooth path up there. That obviously wasn't it. It was a bit bumpy coming down. I'm glad you're still there, mate, and I'm not talking to myself. I do appreciate you coming on. It's really good to have people nipping in and saying hello. So I do appreciate you being there, my friend. So now we're going to do that field with the harvest. I'm just going to leave my plough there, I think. So we need the mower first. Get their field mowed and losing me way there, completely off kilter. Could really do with a second tractor. So let's get the old course play up and running. So need to forget what you know. I'll do 3 headlands, generate, and start the job. Yes, I could really do with a second tractor. It's got to be powerful enough to pull the... Where are you going? I can see he's left the course. I've got no idea what he's just done that for. Wonder if it's struggling with the mower, and that's what the issue was then. We'll try it again and see what happens. Oh, I see, it needs to turn around. That was what the problem was with it. It wasn't turning, obviously. It's obviously struggling with that as well. I'm going to have to do this. The trouble is that shed just encroaches on the field a little bit, and it's obviously confusing the AI. So we'll lower that down. We'll switch it on. Bring it back there. Then we'll select nearest waypoint and send it on its way. Hopefully now that should be happy enough to go on with that. So let's go and see what tractors we got. We might have to borrow some money and get another tractor. So look at the small tractors. So I might go for the little cool one. I'm pretty sure that can pull the windrow and possibly the baler as well, but at least if it can do the windrow, that would help me. So I'll tell you what, let's lease it for now, because it's not very much to lease. We'll lease that tractor, and that can start doing the windrowing. So there we go. It's a nice green, which will match the windrow. I do need to start tidying up my yard as well, because there's so many different implements out. Just need to get them under the shed. Really. Let's just zoom out a touch so I can see where I'm reversing to. I love this little open top tractor. Seems to be able to handle some things that even the bigger tractors can't handle. So we'll let this tractor get ahead of us with its headlands, and then when it's done its headlands, we'll set the windrow on its way. I'm not going to use any headlands for the windrow in the baler. I think that it just about managed to turn around at the far end. So perhaps I should have done smooth. I think it's going to struggle to turn around at this point again. Well, looks like he's going to do it, so that's okay. So we'll leave him there ready for the off. We'll go and see what the next plan of action is. Can we do any seeding? So you could do wheat at this time, and grass can still be done. That's what we want to do. So I think, can we lease another tractor and go and get the seeding done? I don't know if this can handle the seeding. It might be asking a little bit too much of it, but Let's give it a go, and we'll send it back if it's no good. It's not costing us much. Confident reverser, that guy didn't even look in his mirrors or look back once. I was watching him. Let's go and have a look, see if we can get a weight on. Otherwise I'll have to go back and we'll have to get another one. So, oh, it's the wrong button. That's the one I want. So, that. I think we need to return it. No use to us. I just hope I haven't returned the wrong one there. No, that's okay. It was the right one. So we need just check. There's not one. I'm a bit annoyed seeing that there because I've just mind you. I don't think it's. Oh yeah, I did. I spent a lot more actually. That's annoying. Just bought one of them, so we'll go with a large tractor. What's the cheapest large tractor? No, maybe not. Maybe a medium. So how much would it be to lease that? And how much have I got? 20,000. Right, okay. So do you get to change the colour of these? No, I'm not going to go with two the same. That would be boring. I refuse to have two the same. So that fence is reasonably cheap. how much would it be to lease? Yeah, so we'll lease that one. Go back and back. And we need a weight as well. So that's on this one. Weight. We'll go with the 700 for now. That will do. So quite cheap actually for a medium size tractor. £3 to loan it. So it's not too bad. We'll try again with that seed. Gap that myself. But it was a much smaller tractor actually, the one that I was using. So we got it on grass seeds, that's what we wanted. There we are. So, no course. 2 headlands. Generate a course. Open. Start job. Pour myself a drink. I'm into the cab. A little bit of work going on now. Did you ever play Farming Simulator? Oh, wait up. We have a malfunction. I think he's crashed into a car as well. So, I think this is the weight not being enough or something. So how do I get control? Right. What are we doing? It's twice now it's done that. Did it do the wrong field or let's have a look. First waypoint. Yeah, so it's doing the wrong field for some reason. So, but that looks like the right field there. So, course play is throwing a bit of a wobbler today. Get that. Number of headlands 2. looks like we're getting the ring on the right field this time. What are you doing? It's struggling to turn. It's just not going well, really. Let's try it one more time and then I am. It's to seed the field of that harvesting now. See what we can do with this now. We need to go get a baler for that. And set the windrow on its way. So what we want to do with this is no headlands. First waypoint, no course. Hey. No course. Oh, it's not detecting the field. So field position is that. Open that. No headlands. Generate. And start the job. So while he's doing that, and hopefully the check the seeder seems to be working at the moment, which is a bonus. One, two. Nearly crashed. So this is the mower's hiding place. It's got such a rubbish turning circle, this cheap tractor has. It's a good tractor, but it's just really poor at turning. To get copy that. doesn't sound like it's coming down the same track again. This course play is doing some funny things today. We'll let him get away a bit. That was really strong. It's a shame, really. I thought it would be a stronger track, to be honest. Straight bit's doing a tight turn, so it's going to really straight. Got the wrong one. So press that again. There we go, that's got it that time. First waypoint. Up we go. And what we need you to do now is slow down slightly. So I don't want you pacing that windrow. So I think once we've got a couple of grass fields, I think the farm, in terms of as a cow farm, is probably on quite a firm foundation, really. I mean, now it's just a case of making sure that we've got enough of that total mixed rations all the time. We're certainly alright for straw for a very long time. It is literally just doing the grass work to keep them going. And whilst we're doing that, we can still look to expand into other areas of farming. So the next thing to do will be make sure we've got enough money to buy any land if the land becomes available for cheap. So how have we been doing? Nearly 3 hours of stream. It's no wonder I'm feeling tired. I did get to start quite a bit earlier today, so it hasn't been such a rush to get off. But I think that we'll get these fields done, the baling done, and that will probably be enough for the day. We've certainly made progress. I think I'll go and watch a few more videos on the making the TMR mix just to see, just to get it clear in my mind really. I've managed to mix some, but I just feel like I haven't done it right, so here comes the train again. That's one thing with this, is a fair few trains, so I don't remember when it was a map in 2017 there've been quite so many of the trains. Maybe it's just bad memory that tells me that. It is a cracking map. I think it's as good as any of the other maps that I've come across. I think just lately I'm beginning to really appreciate the base game maps. So Erlingrad is really good. This one is I'm really enjoying, which was the base game in 2017. And the Elm Creek is again a good map. It's perfect for when you want to do demonstrations, because it seems to have a little bit of everything, mainly flat fields, but the occasional field that's on really uneven ground. So it does have a bit of everything. Erlingrad is just a fantastic map for its scenery. I mean, this one's not bad if we come out into third person and look at the mountains. Absolutely brilliant. It's surrounded, which obviously it's a valley, so lovely. So, yeah, cracking little destination. It's Goldcrest Valley. Did you ever play Farming Simulator 17, Nicholson? Because it was the base game map for 17. And it may well have been in 19 as well, but I never played 19. But I really came back to play this one just for nostalgic reasons. Really, it was the first encounter I had with Farming Simulator. But I have to say, I've been really enjoying playing on it. Yeah, so this was the base game for that Farming Simulator 17. I can very quickly, if you like, while I leave these guys doing the work. I can very quickly just give you a very quick map tour. Let me zoom out so you can see a little bit more. This will be a very fast map tour because it's a very fast vehicle. But if we turn right out of here, it takes us to basically where all the shops and everything are. Now if I went left, no, I have to say I don't remember it at the moment, but I do have the game, so I could potentially look at it, but yeah, so if you look that way, there's literally just the end of the map and a farm where you can sell some stuff with some fields. This is the main road, the main drag, dual carriageway. To the left you've got the bakery and a few other little places. Pizza place. It will go a bit shaky because I've not driven down here. The shop is down to the bottom of the map here. It's probably doing me a favour coming down here because it will get rid of all that lag for the next time. So that's where the shop is. Obviously you got fields all behind it as well. Just getting run off the road by a crazy driver. Then we're literally doing a circuit of the map at the moment. It's very hard to control with your keyboard, this bike. You're either turning full on or not turning at all, and it's quite difficult to keep it on the road. So there's another train going past. So you could go down that road and it would bring you out at the top end of the map, or you can go this way, which is sort of the scenic route round to the top end of the map. The one thing I'd say with it is once you're on this road, there's no way off it again because it's separated by the river. So there's one of your other main delivery points is the farm just past that field there. So that's one of your other main delivery points. And I basically harvested most of these fields to get the straw for the cows. And that's why I've got so much straw, and there's every chance we might come across some bales that I've missed as well as we go around the tour. So back over the river again, gets us onto the right side of the river once again. Now, some of the buildings are missing. There's usually something, I think it's here. I think this is usually something to do with cattle or something. No, it's not quite here. It must be a bit further on. But because I've started on the hard level, it's not there anyway. I'm not sure where it is. But there is definitely a building that's missing. And I think it was like a sheep pen or something like that. Have I ended up the wrong side of the road here? Oh, I've managed to get lost. Oh, I know, I've come off the road. I harvested this field as well. I know where I am now. That is the road that would have come from the cut across that I told you about at the other end of the map. And this takes us back to the farm. Or you can keep coming down here, and this is where my field is that is being seeded at the moment. And there's the tractor turning around now. It's funny, this lag when you have an update. I've heard a few people talking about some real problems that they've been having with particular maps like Reneboot and stuff like that. They're really knackered it all up for them. Terrain has gone amiss and everything, which is a bit of a bummer for them. Just go check on that windrow. I'm feeling it'd be stuck against there. try and take control of him. The only thing different is this road that runs past your farm. The cars don't come down it on this version, whereas they used to with 2017. To zoom out a bit so I can see what I'm doing. So I need to be fairly accurate with this. That is that for the windrow when it gets to the end. Job well done. So let's fold that up. Get you back to the yard. Really do with the prices of the fields that you normally own on this coming down, so that I can afford to grow some things on them. Or perhaps get some more cattle. We could perhaps get some beef cows as well as the milking cows. I might use this tractor now to tidy up some of my yard. Actually, what's the best way of getting out of this? So, I'm straighten that. Aim it for the back. Slowly bring it around. Faster than I wanted. Even faster than I wanted. Especially with the keyboard, I find it impossible to reverse these things. The end. So that's that. Really reversed very well, that one. Just pull it back out again. Let's see if we can keep it a little bit closer to the wall this time. lost it a bit at the end, but that'll have to do. On to the next one. Seeing how it makes it if this little tractor can cope with it. It seems so much easier to reverse this one than the green one. Get the water tanker in next. Imagine that mower by now will be stuck against the shed somewhere. The mower, the baler, that's what I meant to say. Can this manage this trailer or not? Baler has got itself stuck, that's for sure, because it has not finished off. Yeah, I've only got that mixer because it was the cheapest one. As you can see, I'm running a little bit low on money now, but I've been building it up quite slowly. Yeah, so that's that. Let me get out of your way, mate, before you reverse into me. Or you can just get us both stuck. Now, why would you not reverse it to bail, but you happily reverse it me? You've just got to messed everything up now. What are you doing? We're just completely pinned together now because of you. Right. So, now we've got that idiot off me. So, I'm amazed at what this low powered tractor can pull. It does seem to cope better with most of the things that some of the more modern tractors struggle with. It couldn't cope with that seeder, but I've seen many a tractor struggle with that particular seeder. Is it one of the old open top John Deeres, or you know, like this one? or like that Porsche one that you had on, was it Edgewater? It might have been Hinterland, I can't remember. I think it was Hinterland actually, wasn't it? Right, so we need to pack these bales somewhere safe. So I'm thinking perhaps just down the side of this building here. It's as good a place as any till they're fermented. That's perfect for them. Yes, so I know the one you mean then. I did see your Hinterland when you were streaming it, and I was loving some of the old equipment and the way in which you were working away with the stuff was quite extraordinary, because you know you just tend to see the same thing in different streams, and your Hinterland was something very different, and I was quite enjoying it. I have to say. So if I get this now, I can guarantee he's going to reverse into me again. Come on, go, 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 quicker. I bet he crashes into the shed now, though. But we'll not worry about him yet. We'll collect all these. I always remember on 2017 whenever you baled this field, the bales would roll down the hill and stop the cars on the road. So I knew that would happen. So I'll have to take control of you for a minute. In fact, I might as well finish you off actually. Swing it round. So that is that done, that field. We could do the outside, but I think I'll leave it for today. Just try to get one more out of the missed bits. Don't think we're quite going to manage it. This random bit here where it tried to drive off. I don't know where it was going. And that's the final bale. Go put the baler away, bring the seeder back, get those last silage bales collected. This is without a doubt the best storage shed that I've come across. It was only 10,000 as well. Absolute bargain. You get so many vehicles and trailers and that in it that it's actually really good. So I think I'll park that one there. Get the telehandler parts in there. There. We'll get that cedar packed away. Tractor, and we'll just drop it off if we need the tractor for anything. So that's the one we want now to get these last few bales up. And then that will be that, I think. Job well done. And we've managed to get right through till effectively we're going to be in December as soon as I move it on. That got us 28, 31 bales from that one field. That's not too bad, that. Quite happy with that. Slide that across. Oh, wrong way, down. Just check we're not into the building, which we are a touch, so bring it back that way and drop it. That should be fine. Get this packed away as well. You can tell I'm concentrating because I've gone quiet. But yeah, I think that I am going to just quickly check the milk on the cows, and then that will be it for today. So yeah, the water's looking good. 2,719. The milk's still under 2,000. That's a bit disappointing, but I think I'm going to leave it there. I want to thank you, Nicholson, for joining me on my stream. I really appreciate it. You are a legend, and I look forward to catching your own stream some point in the near future. But I do appreciate you coming on. Thank you very much, my friend. And I hope you're 100% better soon, and we're able to see you on stream again. Really appreciate it. And for anybody else who may have been lurking, I don't monitor the numbers, so there may be other people there. Thank you for watching my stream. And if you watch it after the event too, I also thank you very much, especially if you've got all the way through to the end, because even I've struggled to do that tonight. But yeah, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I'm Stevie C, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.